want to show you another approach to calculating some probabilities. Here's this data that we've worked with, and what I want to do is use this COUNTIFS function. Type it in there, COUNTIFS. I want to use that function to count the number of times that a material description occurs at a price. So I've got two different criteria. So I think I'll put in, I'm just going to say it's equal to clear pure, and then I'm going to say it's equal to whatever this one was. And basically what I'm going to do is use this as my criteria in this COUNTIFS. And the other thing that I'm going to use is the price. So I might start out with a price of, well, $11 is really low, and there's $12, and I'll just go down in steps like that. That's the basic idea. I'll make this a little bit bigger because I know that I'm looking for a maximum price. So I might change this to half-liter spritz, and it's got a larger price. So what I want to do here is use this COUNTIFS. So if I do COUNTIFS, and it's going to ask for a criteria range and then the criteria. So I'm going to give it this range of all the material descriptions, and so I'll do this shift in down. And then I want to cursor over and say, look up, I'll find it here eventually. Oh, there's my cursor. Look that up. That's the criteria. It looks like I didn't hit the comma. Well, I'll try that again. Shift in down, comma, that criteria, comma, and now I can have another criteria range and another criteria. So here's this other criteria range is my price. So I'm going to select all the prices, comma, and I'm looking for that price. So there aren't any at that price. And actually, I meant to say less than. I wanted this to be less than 11, and less than 12, and less than all those things. And that way, this will give me a cumulative approach. So what this tells me, and if I was to graph this, you'd see it goes up to some maximum, and maybe I'll say equals max of all these, and that way I can do a probability distribution. So here's a cumulative probability that I'll put here, and this is going to equal this count of anything that's less than 11 divided by this maximum, which is the maximum count, and these are the cumulative probabilities that are occurring. So I think I got that right. It doesn't look right, but that's the idea. Did I not? Oh, I made a mistake where I forgot to put the dollar signs for these criteria, these ranges. There, so that fixes that. So that's a common mistake, and I made it. So now I have this, and I could change this to, I'll say it's equal to, I'll pick a half-liter clear pure, and I'll get a different distribution. So if I was interested in the probability that it's between, that it's $19, I think that was the homework question, that would be 91 minus 33. That's the probability. So I could even do, it's equal to this minus the previous one. I'll give you some probabilities. So 57% is the probability it's between 19 and 20, and et cetera, et cetera. You have to be a little bit careful on these ranges, but that's a different approach. So you might try that out.